This KING-KAMBUF. 100 proof. Coming out this good book. Newest addition to the books of Kambuf. The biblical, the original. Genesis. Chapter 4. Here we go. And Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord, man child. And she again bore his brother Abel, and Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. And in the process of time it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Lord. And Abel, he was able, also brought of the firstlings of his flock and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offerings, but unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. And the Lord said unto Cain, Why art thou wroth? And why is thy countenance fallen, you angry? If you doest well, shalt thou not be accepted? And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door. And unto thou shalt be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him, master. And Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him. And the Lord said unto Cain, Where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not, I am my brother's keeper. And he said, Thou hast thou done to voice thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground, and now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hands. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt be unto in the earth. And Cain said unto the Lord, My punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out of this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. And the Lord said unto him, Therefore whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken unto him sevenfold. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain, lest any find him should kill him. And Cain went out into the presence of the Lord, and dwelt in the land of Nod on the east of Eden. And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bare Enoch. And he built a city, and called the name of the city after their son Enoch. And the Enoch was born Idrad, and Idrad begot Mahahel, and Mahahel begot Methuselah, and Methuselah begot Lamech. And Lamech took unto him 2 wives, and named them as Adahah, and the name of the other Zillah. And Adahah bare Jabal. He was the father of such a dwell in the tents of such have the cattle. And his brother's name was Jabal, he was the father of all, as handled the harp and the organ. And Zahal, she was also barren. Tubal, Cain, an instructor of every artificer in brass and iron. And the sister of Tubal, Cain, was Namham. And Lamach said unto his wives, Adahah and Zalah, hear my voice, ye wives of Lamech, hearken unto my speech, for I have slain a man to my womb, and a young man to my hurt. If Cain shall be avenged sevenfold, truly Lamech 70 and sevenfold. And Adam knew his wife again, and she bore a son, called his name Seth. For God, he said, she hath appointed me another seed instead of Abel, whom Cain slew. And the Seth, to him also there was born a son of the name called the name Enos. Then began to come and called upon the name of the Lord. Chapter 5. This is the book of the generations of Adam in the day that God created man. In the likeness of the God he made him, male and female created he them, and blessed them and called them their names Adam. And in the day they were created, and Adam lived 130 years and begot a son in his own likeness after his image, and called his name Seth. In the days of Adam after he had begotten Seth, there were 800 years, and he begot sons and daughters. All of the days that Adam lived were 930 years. He died, and Seth lived 105 years and begot Enos. And Seth lived after he begot Enos 807 years and begot sons and daughters, and they all lived. All the days of Seth were 912 years, and he died. And Enos lived 90 years and begot Cainah. And Enos lived after the Cainah 850 years and begot sons and daughters, and all the days of Enos were 905 years, and he died. And Canaan lived 70 years and begot Mahalalel. And Canaan lived after he begot Mahalalel 840 years and begot sons and daughters. And all the days of Canaan and 910 years, and he died. And Mahalalel lived 605 years and begot Jerah. And Mahalalel lived after he begot Jerah 830 years and begot sons and daughters. And all the days of Mahalalel were 895 years, and he died. And Jared lived 162 years, and he begot Enoch. And Jared lived after they begot Enoch 800 years and begot sons and daughters. And all the days of Jared were 902 years, and he died. And Enoch lived 65 years and begot Methuselah. And Enoch walked with God after he begot Methuselah 300 years and begot the sons and daughters. And all the days of Enoch were 365 years. And Enoch walked with God, and he was not, for God took him. And Methuselah lived all 887 years and begot Lamech. And Methuselah lived after he begot Lamech 782 years and begot sons and daughters. And all the days of Methuselah were 960 169, and he lived, and Lamech lived 882 years, and begot sons, and he called his name Noah, saying, the same shall comfort and concerning our work and toil of our hands, because the ground which the Lord hath cursed. And Lamech lived after the begot Noah 500 years, 95 years, and begot sons and daughters. And all days of Lamech were 777, and he died. And Noah was 500 years, and Noah begot Shem and Ham and Jessep. This is KING-KAMBUF, 100 proof, bringing you nothing but the truth. Oh man, when we come back, we'll keep going in. Chapter 6.